In 1995, choreographer Matthew Bourne disfigured the traditional Swan Lake ballet to a shocking degree, with its reversed gender roles, having all the swans be male dancers, and with its setting in modern London. In the original ballet, the conflict was in between good and evil, the white swan and the black swan. In Matthew Bourne's ballet, the tension is in between society and nature. We can see this in the costume choices and in the contrast of body movements between the different scenes. In the palace and in the theater, the dancers are dressed in black and move rigidly, almost robotically, with fixed, broad smiles that imply anything but innate happiness. In the lake, the swans move with fashion and fluidity, showing strong emotion from love to rage. These contrasts are brought to an extreme with one interesting scene, in which the royal family watches a series of plays at the theater. When the male actor appears as a farmer, the prince's girlfriend breaks into loud giggles, underscoring the comedic and exaggeratedly childish nature of the plays. The farmer is in every aspect a stereotype of the male ballet dancer. Donning ballet tights and a brainless smile, he is depicted as foolish, simple, and the butt of a joke. A female actress dressed as a butterfly then enters the scene, acting as the object of the farmer's butterfly net. The artificiality of the play is emphasized when the girl's phone rings and the movement on stage is paused, and the audience abruptly recognizes the play as something that can be controlled by nothing different to a play and pause button, as something not real. The entire basis of ballet relies on what has become norms. These norms include traditional gender roles reflected in the choreography. In the original Swan Lake, the female lead dresses as a sexualized swan, complete with the iconic tutu, dances on point shoes, and acts as the object of desire and fulfillment for the male protagonist. The prince dresses in traditional ballet tights and for the most part acts as a chasing figure and supporting figure for the women. Matthew Bourne is not the first person to take a well-known, well-loved artwork from the past and twist its content and meaning. According to Joanna Woods Marsden, through the act of appropriation and recontextualization, the artist can use historical artwork as a springboard to innovation and invention. In her analysis of Cindy Sherman's female portraits, she points out the grotesque and at times comedic ways in which Sherman's art is a powerful visual deconstruction of the female mystique. In Matthew Bourne's Swan Lake, then, Bourne deconstructs the oversimplified mystique of the male dancer through choreographing dominant, free-spirited male figures in the place of effeminate dancers and the woman-chasing roles they are usually expected to play. It reconstructs the art form of ballet from something that used to restrict to something that frees the producers and dancers to tell their own stories and humanize themselves. Matthew Ball, who dances the Swan in Bourne's production, expresses the frustration of there being only superficial roles for male dancers in traditional ballets. With Bourne's Swan Lake, he feels that there is an amazing amount of acting leeway, where he can be masculine, otherworldly, and a gate-crashing troublemaker all on one stage. If the tension in the story is about one man's struggle between social conventions and his true nature, the tension of the ballet itself is between the male dancer stereotype and what the male dancer actually is and could be. Thus, Matthew Bourne's Swan Lake can be seen not just as a groundbreaking story of romance and trust between two masculine figures, but also as a source of aspiration for young men. It makes ballet more accessible and less stigmatized, promising itself to persist and inspire through modern times, rather than be stuck in the old-fashioned patriarchal standards which ballet has historically been associated with.